Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sonia, and in today's video I'm restyling my spring decor into Easter, starting in my dining room and then adding just a few simple Easter touches in my family room for a cozy little refresh. I've cleaned and reset the space, so we're starting fresh, and I'm bringing in some of my favorite DIYs, budget-friendly finds, and a few meaningful pieces as well. If you love seasonal home decorating ideas, cozy vibes, and high-low styling, you are in the right place. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's jump right in. I'm starting in my dining room. I've taken out everything I won't be using, and I'm restyling a few pieces in a different way. I kept some staples like my fine china, a special wedding present from my husband's grandmother. My olive tree is still here, and off to the left, which you can't see, I have a pot filled with birchwood branches and curly willow. Before decorating, I gave the whole space a good clean, dusted, washed the floors, vacuumed, even dusted the walls so it feels fresh and ready. The curtains in this room are from 2 pages, and I originally added them around Christmas. I absolutely love them. They elevated the space so much, and I will leave a link to them down below. I'm starting off with my Hutch. I added this adorable rattan bunny I picked up at HomeSense this year. I love mixing textures and tones, and I feel like this adds such a nice touch. The picture beside it was another wedding gift, this time from family in Europe. I plan on switching out the frame one day, but for now, I may just use some rub and buff or gilding wax to dress it up a little. Next, I'm adding 2 vases, a smaller one beside the bunny and a larger one on the opposite side. I picked these up from Dublin Mercantile in Bayfield, Ontario, a charming little shop I always love browsing in. If you're ever near Grand Bend, definitely check it out. I'm also including one of my DIY vases, which ties in nicely with the other two. In the smaller vases, I'm adding little dogwood branches from Dollarama. These are leftover bits I trimmed off a larger stem, and I always save the small ones for projects like these. For the bigger vase, I'm using Faux flowers from Dollarama again, and I think that completes the top of the hutch. Moving to the top shelf, I'm bringing in a DIY rattan bowl to tie in with the bunny, and I'm adding a little pot with boxwood style greenery. Then I place my gold DIY bunny on the right and a wooden bunny from HomeSense on the left. I got it a few years ago as part of a set. On the middle shelf, I swapped out the gravy boat and added another wooden bunny from HomeSense. I love the natural textures. And on the bottom shelf, I brought in a white ceramic pitcher and added a DIY pot vase filled with baby's breath, also from Dollarama. I used floral foam to anchor it and wanted to create this cascading effect, and I think it turned out beautifully. I realized my camera wasn't quite in the right spot, but I also added some cute kitchen towels with a bunny print, some wooden spoons, and a little gold bunny to the ceramic pitcher. And the gold bunny is a DIY I shared in my last video. I'll link that at the end in case you missed it. That wraps up my Hutch styling. It's simple but cozy with lots of textures, and I really love it. Next, I'm moving on to my bar card. I added another DIY vase and some leafy florals from Temu. I love the soft green color and how much life they bring to a space. I also placed my dough bowl candle, which I splurged on years ago, and some gold DIYs. The larger ones I made this week over on my DIY channel. On the bottom, I'm stacking my favorite DIY bowls, and I added another DIY moss sphere inside of it. I'm toying with the idea of giving this bar card a makeover, maybe stripping it to natural wood. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Should I leave it as is or refresh it, as is or refresh it? The last area I'm styling in the dining room is the table. We use it every night, so I like to keep practical and easy to clear. I brought back the same tablecloth from earlier in spring, and I added a rattan placemat from Dollarama. These are cheaper on Temu, but I got this one because I needed um, it for a DIY and I needed it quick. The color didn't quite match the rest of the room's rattan, so I gave it a quick makeover with any Sloan dark wax. You could also spray paint it or leave it natural, totally up to your style. I reused the same vase and pink Dollarama flowers from spring, but this time I added some extra leafy stems to give it more fullness. Everything came from Dollarama, and I think they still have these branches in stock. If you are enjoying this decorating video, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and make sure to give me a thumbs up. It definitely helps out my channel and lets me know what you guys are enjoying and what you're not. That wraps up my dining room. It's a cozy, minimal Easter refresh with a little bit of charm and texture. Now moving on to my family room, it's a blank slate as usual. I cleared everything out, and while I don't have a ton of surface space to decorate, I still wanted to add a few seasonal touches. Starting with the coffee table, I brought in my newest DIY vase, and I'm obsessed. I just shared this one on my DIY channel yesterday, and to it I added some cherry blossom stems for a whimsical airy look. Those sparse flowers add just the right amount of spring feel. Then I brought in a few thrifted coffee table books. And I topped them with a little DIY bunny I shared a couple of weeks ago on my DIY channel. I also added a new wooden bowl I thrifted. I'll be sharing the haul very soon, so stay tuned for that. I found so many great things in one trip. Inside the bowl, I placed a candle in an ocean and drifted scent from HomeSense. I was hoping to find a spring scent, but this one smelled the best. On the other side of the table, I placed my McGee & Co. dupe bowl inspired by Threshold from Target. I think that's Threshold design, and filled it with moss and rope eggs. Now for the side table, I brought back another DIY vase and I filled it with some greenery from Dollarama. I'm also running a diffuser, and the diffuser blend I'm using is Liquid Sunshine from Sage, one of my favorite this time of the year. Lastly, I added a rattan box from Temu to hold our remotes. Great for hiding clutter and for making sure my husband can never find them. Finally, for the couch, I brought my favorite sage green waffle knit blanket from Temu. It's been in a rotation since fall. The pillows are a mix of some that came with the couch, the larger pattern ones are from HomeSense, and the floral ones are from Temu. I also added a sage green pillow as well. That was a pillowcase from Temu. I love the look of our couches, but the light fabric isn't ideal for our family, so I'm thinking of hiring a professional cleaner. I did style both of the couches the same way. As you can see, my assistant is here and he gave everything a final check. And that wraps up my family room refresh. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Leave me a comment and let me know should I redo my bar card or leave it as is. I always love hearing what you think. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.